Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 3-2 Brew for my third match of the league. We are playing against the Ice Shuffler. I do not know them, but I have an interesting opening hand. Not a ton of hate. I have a good amount of land drops, a lot of red, which I like to see, a Pyroclasm, and a Sphere of Resistance. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to lead encampment, depending on what I draw. I mean, would I raise here? Maybe, because Fear follows it. So we'll see what they have. Brush land on one. They could be on Oath again. Green, untap. Green, Wild Growth. Okay. Probably a Gettin. I'm just going to drop in an encampment and pass. Forgot to tell them good luck, have fun. Always try to do that. They have 3 mana. Okay. We're against enchantments. I'm going to just drop a Sphere of Resistance on them. See what happens. They have some ramp, but I'm about to nuke that land here in 2 turns. This Pyroclasm is now dead in my hand, essentially, I believe. Seal of Cleansing is going to take good work of that Sphere of Resistance, which is going to now unlock my... Okay. I'm just going to pass. We'll probably Sphere at my end step, which is totally fine. They'll pop off a little bit here. I can take off this stop. Let them seal. I don't know how I feel about the new frame. I'm still not used to it. This like Nyx frame they put on the enchantments. It's not 100% used to the way that works yet, in all honesty. We'll go with the Enchantrress. Very nice. Pyroclasm can clean that up. But I'm going to start off here with just dropping in a village. So red. No! I did it again. Gosh darn. I do this every time. I forget you have to click the targeting thing. Oh man, I feel like such an idiot every single time I do it. So stupid of me. It's back-to-back games I've done this. Sterling Grove, yeah. Alright, well. What I'm gonna do here... Man, I'm such an idiot. That was so stupid of me. Ooh, really interesting play decision here. I think what I'm going to do is... I can... Wasteland their brushland. I'm going to wasteland their brushland. And then I'm going to Pyroclasm to clean up the board. And just pass on through. Next turn I can Avalanche Riders. And see what we can get cooking here. Oh yeah. Sarah Sanctum's going to get hit. Another Enchantress. 3 Enchantresses off the top. Like, what is this? This is some crazy work. Okay, Seal Cleansing. Yep, that can make an appearance. I mean, we're screwed on a replenish. Let's just be honest. Tormod's Crypt's going to have run here. I'm going to drop in another factory. Put that on the stack. Stick that on that. Get in for 2. Unless they want to block. Please block. Sterling Grove can go get some nastiness. I have Sphere for next turn to clear that Seal of Cleansing, which will unlock my factories, which I'm not mad about. Another Grove. Draw 2. Some nasty work. It's going to be really tough to beat this deck. I'm such an idiot. It's the multiple times I've done Pillage on my own land like an absolute idiot. I'm so used to just tapping mana and then casting a spell in person. Just completely against what my brain does. Because, you know, just not a smart move. Oh, man. Another Sarah Sanctum? This draw is a little bit crazy. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I don't even know if I can win from this position. I need another land destruction spell. They have tutors to just go get what they need to get. They have a sword, so I don't even get to pay for my Avalanche Riders. Yeah, they have everything off the jump here. I mean, and they're top, what is this? Top 20 cards, essentially. They've seen 3 Enchantresses, 2 Sanctums. I'm just going to concede. Tell them GG's. I have no way of getting out of that, I don't think. They're way too ahead. Crypt is going to be real here. I actually don't hate the Pyroclasms. Overload only hits artifacts. Rebs aren't going to do anything. Pyrokinesis has some run. Magnivore doesn't have as much run here as I would like it to. Maybe Magnivore is just a little too cute. But I'm going to bring in the Crypts, a Pyroclasm. I'm actually going to cut one more Magnivore for another Pyroclasm. And I'm going to submit the deck. Yeah, I feel stupid now. Really did myself in again. I'm still getting used to the way that this plays online. I don't know if I love the red build of this yet, to be honest with you. I've mocked up a green-red, kind of like a, Oath of War type of setup, Ponza Oath. I've set up a mono green, which is another Oath build, which I enjoy, and it clears a lot more. I think the utility of the access to naturalize plus your ability to run what's it called, the Sylvan Library, is not to be trifled with. I have a lot of the pieces here that I need to win, but at least I'm not to win, but to play in future setups. So I will keep this. There's some nasty cheese going on here. Some real good stinky cheese I like to see. So I'll lead on factory. I will port whatever they have. And I hope to build up enough of a board to then Sphere of Resistance them. Sphere of Resistance is kind of a port, but also kind of not a port. Yeah, this is exactly what I was hoping for. I'm just going to put a stop right now. I'm going to drop in a port. I'm just going to pass through. Port that at the beginning of their turn. Tap down target land. Don't think they have any instant speed action. What color do they choose with this? A wild growth again on that? Oh, another one I was about to say. Good lord. They have access to 4 mana. I'm going to drop this in. You know what? I'm going to get bold here, actually. I'm going to fetch a mountain. I'm going to hit this forest and sack this mountain. And I'm going to pass through. I don't actually hate that play. Just taking them off the mana for that turn could be huge. So I'm just going to keep working the denial plan. No land drop. We love to see it. Just going to keep at it. Again, another upkeep port. Let them have it. Next turn, I can keep port up with a Sphere of Resistance to back it up. Just nasty stuff. Actually, I'm going to invest in the Brawlers. I like seeing them make an appearance. Gonna hit the Brawlers here. Okay. Tap down their land and their upkeep. Just keep them under the port. I love port. Port's such a fun card. Punishes, bad draws even, if you want to look at it that way. Another wild growth. We take that. Because now what I'm about to do is I'm going to crack this, go grab a mountain, and Sphere of Resistance. Move to attack, get in some cheese here. And then I'm going to put them on a little bit of a tap down plan again. Just going to keep tapping down the land. Again, look at this crazy draw from them, though. I mean, these wild growths are just so nasty. I'll take another land destruction spell, please. That would be fantastic. Black creatures can't attack you. Non-black creatures can't attack you unless they pay 2. I don't really care about that because I will just pay 2. Move to attack. I'll pay my 2. Yes. Get in. That's fine with me. See if they want to pay this. Nope. No reason to. Just tap them down. We're not that far ahead on mana. That's the crazy power of Wild Growth. I've thought about Wild Growth in my mono green build, but the amount of land destruction running around is just a little bit too spooky for me. So I'm gonna fire up Mishra's Factory. I'm such an idiot. God. I got MTGO'd. I will move to attack. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. Going to tap down. Look at my opponent. What a nice guy my opponent is. He's still winning the game. Man, people are so nice. That's why I genuinely love this community. Appreciate the kind words. I love when people are nice. I found nothing but like, great people in this whole community. So I'm always super, super stoked to see it. It's just every single person that I've come across has really just been like one of the nicest people. So I'm really, really stoked that this community is so nice. Sometimes I can tilt, you know, if you watch my stasis video, I'll tilt a little bit. So it's nice to see people who are really kind. I assume they're going to take the play here. The wild growths, I think, are a really, really interesting pickup for a deck like that. Got a Stone Rain, not a lot of other action, but if I can get to encampment here, can we fade? Yeah, okay, thank you. Fade a turn 1 Nasty Boy into an Avalanche Riders. We have a decent setup here. Go with the Enchantress. Okay, Draw Engine online. Mountain into Veteran Brawlers. Makes them think about their mana a little bit. I can curve this into Stone Rain and curve this into Avalanche Riders. We'll see how it pays off for me. Whenever a spell or ability causes a land to be put into your graveyard from the battlefield, return that card to the battlefield. Ruh-roh. Okay. That shuts off a good chunk of my deck. Okay. I completely forgot about that card. Not going to sit here in front about that. Would have brought the Crypts in if I would have known. Get rid of this upkeep stop. That's nasty. Sacred Grounds, though? That's some disgusting tech. I ain't going to sit here in front about that. I'm still going to Avalanche Riders. Because, okay, it's a little bit less valuable now. But I'm still going to Avalanche Riders. Nothing's going to stop me from doing that. Tap land actually will. Let me just put in another Veteran Brawlers. And drop in a tap land. Get the man land set up. See how this works out for us. Maybe they want to attack with Argothian Enchantress. That'd be nice of them. Even if they leave one land up. Yeah, I mean, the Sacred Ground, I just straight up can't beat. Which is such a bummer. In all honesty. Enchantress's Presence, yep. I'm not gonna lie to you, I love this deck. I think Enchantments is like one of the coolest decks. I'm such a huge fan of it. I think it's like just such a rad deck that you don't ever see. Like, I don't really see it in paper, probably because it's expensive or whatnot. Um, but I think it's awesome. I'm going to. Ooh, am I going to? I can Avalanche Riders next turn. I'm going to Sphere this turn. Just cause them a little bit of grief. I want to draw as many Avalanche Riders as I can. That's kind of my end game here. Not truly my end game, but it's definitely a big portion of it. Solitary Confinement. Skip your draw step. You have Shroud. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Well, this might be a lockout here, lads. And lasses if there's any watching. I have no way to deal with enchantments, and that's just the issue of red, in my personal opinion. Like, I have zero ways to deal with them. It's why I'm leaning so heavy towards the green build, because we could take out Solitary Confinement here and, like, you know, set up an Avalanche Riders into Pillage turn, and life would be looking a lot better. But I have no way to deal with Solitary Confinement, and they're just going to keep drawing cards. So I legitimately think that this is just going to be GG's. Good games. So yeah, appreciate you all tuning in. And I hope you guys tune in again. That was a quick match, but sometimes you get them, sometimes you lose them. So everyone have a good time until our next talk to you. Goodbye.